over Talk Bricks this week. So I want to save a little bit of my reaction for that episode. But man, okay. So let's start with the obvious. Let's start with the obvious. Um, I am not a dog person. I like cats, but I don't have any pets. So I understand the love that people have for their dogs, their cats, their pets. It's a part of their family. I never grew up like that. Now my brother, he's more into that. He has a dog. He has like this Chihuahua mix. So he is a part of that world, and he loves it. And my mother, she loves it as well. It's a beautiful thing. I was not given that gift of having that compassion for to have a pet. I always wanted to have a pet. My parents always said no. I had a cat that was really just an alley cat that I kept feeding, and my mother accidentally ran him over. Sorry to kick us off on a gruesome note, but that's not my intentions. But the whole point is my parents never gave me a pet. So growing up, I just never saw the reason or the passion that people have for pets because I was never really around that. I never grew up like that. So when I see other people with their passion for pets, I totally get it. You know, it's a part of you. It's a part of the family. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. With that out the way, we have taken something that has been beautiful in one arena of people's lives, and we are bringing it into a new arena in other people's lives. So we have live pets, live dogs on the show of Lego Masters. Now, the last time they did something to that is when they brought kids on our season, right? On our season, we had the storytelling challenge where you had kids. They came in and they were able to tell the story. They told the Lego Masters what kind of story they wanted, and they had to kind of recreate that. I thought that was really cool, you know, because they have to not only play to the judges, they also have to make sure that whatever they do, it resonates with the children. So the children actually had a say in how these builds come across. Dogs don't have a say, right? Because they're not going to tell you, oh yeah, my ears don't fall like that. So it's a very, very interesting challenge. Don't get me wrong. It's a very interesting challenge. What's going on, TW? What's going on, sis? Good to see you, Chance. And my brother Steven, good to see you, bro. Yeah, so it's a very interesting challenge that they decide to go with because dogs really don't stay put too long. They're all over the place. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of people, you know, even though you see these teams and you see the cameras, there's a lot of people on the backstage area that you don't see. And the dogs are getting excited. They're all over the place. So, excuse me. So I thought today's challenge was very interesting and it was very different. Okay. There was a part of the challenge that kind of devalued the challenge atmosphere, so to speak. And I'm okay with that for certain challenges. This was the challenge to do it. So they took and I don't want to spoil it, but during the challenge, they took a break during the challenge. And I won't tell you any more about it. But to me, it kind of took away from the challenge. And it was more just, you know, something fun to do. And again, you need that. You need that in some of these challenges because some of the challenges can get really intense to where you are blown away and you are blown out. And it is hard. So it is important that you do have that break in between the challenge to just breathe and just refocus and everything like that. But I'm rambling. Let's get on to the nature of this show. So the Lego Masters have to recreate the dogs that they chose. There is a funny part in the very beginning of the challenge. I loved it. Creating character development for the teams is very important. So I think they did a great job in doing that for certain teams. Now, let's skip ahead a little bit. So we have the best in class winners of this challenge. I thought the winner of this challenge, the winning team, yes. And you know what? This season, you have had definitive winners of challenges. You know, like from my season and from season 2, there were challenges where it was like, man, it's really hard to tell which one is going to get this win, because it was really, really a neck and neck type of thing, to where it's like the only reason why you won is because one thing was off, right? And this challenge, it was really good. The top three builders or building teams with their dogs, I thought they nailed it. But the winning team, perfection. That is a build that could be in a museum. That is a build that could be at a Lego store. That build was perfect. I hope that people watched it, people reach out to those winning teams, and I hope they get some commissions to build some dogs, because we have seen builders build dogs, right? We've seen it in season 1, we've seen it in season 2 in our personal Instagrams and stuff like that. So building a dog is very, very tough, and especially if you have 8, 9, 10 months to kind of sculpt it out and build it out. Yeah, it's really, really tough. But here's the thing. They only had 11 hours to do so. So that is really, really hard to do. And I tip my hat to everybody who actually competed and everybody who did this build. It was amazing, amazing. Now, with every winning team, there is also a losing team. Now, the 2 teams that got in the bottom 2, they got in the bottom 2 for one particular reason, and it made sense. If I was to take the 2 dogs and put them side by side as to which one was better than the other, prior to any faultiness, there was one team that definitely, the team that went home, compared to the other team that was in the bottom 2, the other team in the bottom 2, they had a better build. And it was really mainly because of the technique they used to showcase the fur on the dog. And I think they definitely nailed it. But at the same time, you have to watch this as a TV show. And watching it as a TV show is compelling. It's compelling. So the winners of this challenge, the right team won. The loser of the challenge, well, I don't like to say loser. The team that went home in the challenge, fair. That was fair. But now you have a interesting dilemma. One, you have something that's back in play. 2, how do I put this? I'm not going to say this. And the reason why is because it will give away too much. But it does give some layers to the teams. It does give some layers to what's going on the show. I think the team that won was a perfect model. I hope they didn't destroy that model, which they probably did. But I think that model was perfect. Perfect. If they were able to make it move, oh my gosh. Oh man. But the team that went home, very sad to see them go. Incredible builders. Great storytelling, great eye for design, really, really good. It's just unfortunate that this was the challenge that sent them home. And you know, the Brick Masters are asking a lot from the Lego Masters to sculpt something that's organic. That's hard to do. And I thought every team did the best that they could when it came to that. I honestly, like I said, this show, tonight's episode was fun. I know dog lovers are glued to the TV. They have their sons, their doggy sons, their doggy daughters, glued to the TV as well. And I know they are enjoying it. And a lot of the Lego Masters from the season, they have dogs, so they've been posting pictures of them and their dogs, and I think that's amazing. Like I said, it's not for me. Honestly, it's not for me. This episode really didn't do it for me because I'm just not a dog person like that. You know, I love dogs. And, you know, a lot of it stems from an experience I had when I was 16. I had a Biggie Smalls t-shirt, and my friend's dog, Pitbull, jumped up and tore my t-shirt up. And ever since then, I was like, I hate dogs. But I changed. All right. I love dogs. I just don't have one for myself. But I'm sure that those who watch the show, they love this episode. And as you should. It's a different type of challenge. And I think it's a challenge that is really, really different. And it really speaks to the creativity that this season of Lego Masters is bringing to the overall Lego Master franchise. And I say hats off, kudos to you guys. You guys did amazing. Let me see. Oh yeah. The team that went home, they did a great job all season. I believe they even had they had a couple of their builds animated. I believe they had a top spot in the Dynamite Challenge, if I'm not mistaken. Remy, they're not going to do that. They're not going to duplicate. They're not going to replicate cats. That's not going to happen. No. That's not going to happen, bro. I would love to see that. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But again, I like this episode. It was different. Definitely a different episode. Like I said, really didn't do much for me. There was a part of the episode I was like, kind of takes away from the challenge, atmosphere, but it is still something that's necessary in a high level situation. So that's it. That's all I got. Like I said, I'm going to be on Talk Bricks. We're going to be breaking this episode down. So I want to save a lot of my stuff for that episode so you guys can tune in. Once again, thank you all for joining me. Like I said, it's a short review. There wasn't really anything to this challenge. All they had to do was just kind of build a dog. That was it. So there wasn't any twists or turns or anything like that to really speak on. It was really about who could bring together the best dog, the best design, and the team that won earned that victory. And for me and Steven, it's a little bit of a special victory as well. I won't say anymore. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for hanging out. Clutch Talk. Clutch Talk is this Friday. And it's all about, why do we smash Lego? Why do we smash Lego? Why do people at the end of conventions toss the Lego down to watch it smash? Why do we do videos where we're tossing models that we built, tossing it down slow motion, watching it smash? Even next week's episode on Lego Master, they're doing pirate ships and they're blowing them up. So why do we smash Lego? That's what I'm going to talk about in Clutch Talk. I welcome anyone to come on and try to convince me why it is a good thing to smash Lego. Why is it a good thing to smash Lego? In my mind, if you're going to break down something, break it down piece by piece. I'm an educator. I work with kids. I tell my students all the time, do not smash the Lego. And all my students, they kind of call back to what I said on the show. You don't smash Lego, period. They call back to it every time. They're like, oh, Lego Master Corey doesn't like that. He said it on the show. So I'm glad that they remember that. But again, why do we smash Lego? What time Friday? We're going to aim for 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If my son cooperates with me on Friday night, 9 o'clock. If not, 9:30 the latest, we are going to have that conversation. And Steven, if you come on, you got to bring Mark, because Mark does this all the time. He'll have a set in his hand. He's looking at it. He says, oh, this looks great. And he just tosses it into a giant bin of Lego. I've been meaning to have a conversation with him about that. But if you guys are available, if you guys are free on a Friday night, please come through, hang out. We're going to have this conversation. I want to know, why do we smash Lego? That's it. That's all I need to know. All right. Everybody, take good care. I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you soon. Please go and check out Talk Bricks, the podcast. You're going to see me. You're going to hear from other Lego Masters regarding this episode, and it's going to be spoiler heavy. It is going to be spoiler heavy, okay? So we are going to have that conversation. We are going to talk about it. This episode of Season 3, Episode 5, Brick Mister Challenge, or Brick Minster. Brick Minster challenge, the doggy challenge. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. But for those who are joining just now, the winning team, they deserve that victory. The team that went home, unfortunately, if you were to put the two lower builds or the two bottom builds side by side, no damage. One team got the edge. And again, it's good storytelling. You're going to tune in because you want to see. All right. I'll save it for tomorrow. Everybody, take good care. Everybody. You guys are amazing. Keep being amazing. Keep being awesome. Please keep yourself safe. Okay? Keep yourself safe. I'm a little under the weather, just a little bit. Actually getting out of it. So please keep yourself safe. Drink some OJ, get some vitamins, and do what you got to do to keep safe. All right? Take care, everybody. I will see you soon. Until then, peace. Oh, Phoenix, you've been sorting Lego? Nice. All right. Well, take care, my man. Be safe.